Hey guys, well, you know what this is. You seen the title. You're looking at the screen. If you want to just read it and leave, I understand. Post in the comments below. You probably already get what this is about. But I want to present a conundrum for the future Let's Plays on this channel. I should probably write that down, right? Somewhere. Let's see. Paint LPs. That's what this is about. Anyways, so this is for the future of Let's Plays specifically. So my Atlas content will probably be untouched mostly by this, depending. So let's go over these guys. You get what this is. Basically, how are we going forward with our channel, with how things work, and with what you guys enjoy. And this is coming after I just finished beating Little Nightmares. At the time of this upload, or at the time you're viewing this video, I don't believe the Little Nightmares finale will be uploaded. It is going to be a 2-video Let's Play. That's the benefits of recording on Twitch, and also longer for YouTube for over an hour and a half, so that way you guys can just get a few videos instead of having to shuffle through like 10, 12, 15, 20 videos. You get this shorter content, which is probably what Nier's going to end up being. But anyways, so now after streaming Little Nightmares, and then I'll be posting up the VOD today, I'm really curious what you guys are gonna like. So I just wanted to go over these benefits and cons with you guys. So Twitch, obvious benefits, way more interaction. For the multiplayer games, for anything that's not Let's Play related, I can have your chats up on the screen. A lot of you seem to really like that. And I think it just gives a sense of you can see that I can see what you're typing, I can see what you're talking about. So a lot of you guys seem to like that. Now, of course, I'm more of a realist. Right now, it's super easy, of course. If it were to ever happen that we gained a larger audience, it might be a little more difficult. I can enable slow mode, but depending on how large the audience is, you never know how difficult that could be. VODs for the YouTube guys, because the YouTube channel will stay, don't get me wrong. The VODs are available super quickly. The Little Nightmares VOD, that was an hour and a half, a little bit over an hour and a half of streaming, almost 2 hours of streaming, and that VOD was available within the hour. That's very quick. For we'll get to YouTube in a minute. So the VODs are available pretty quickly. That's a huge benefit. And of course, income possibilities. Again, I'm fully transparent about everything that I talk about, everything that I do. I don't try to hide behind bells and whistles, so to speak. Yes, there's always the possibility that Twitch, as far as I know, has better income possibilities than YouTube does right now. And of course, better if we were to ever get partnered or affiliated, and if it was something that I was earning income from, that I could finally ditch my part-time job and the side jobs that I'm working and become a full-time streamer. That's a dream. For me, of course, that's a dream. It's always possible for anyone who's willing to go for it. And even if you guys watching right now want to go for it, you absolutely can. You have to put in the time and dedication, consistently build on your craft, but it's always possible for anybody. So don't let anyone tell you it's not possible. And that's how I'm taking it as well. It is very possible that I could become a full-time streamer. It'll be much easier starting in August of this year. Personal stuff means I was trying to decide if I should say this or not, but why not, right? My son will be 4 years old, but his birthday is just after the cutoff date for school, which means he couldn't start doing 6 hours of school today, or this year, but he can next year, or this next school year. So that'll be good. It means I can, he'll be gone for 6 hours. And the baby, I believe we wanted to start a little daycare type thing, which will let me stream more consistently, so I can actually get like 7 hours of stream. Actually, if you think about it, 7 to 8 hours of streaming done easily, and that'd be great. I mean, if this were to become a full-time job for me, then I'd probably let the older one go ahead and do an after-school event. He seems very interested in like karate and soccer and little sports that they have, little tyke sports. So, but right now it's time commitments. I got to make sure I can be there for him, and I still want to be able to participate in his games and whatnot, especially with working. So it's why he's not in there right now. Plus other reasons involving my wife that I don't want to talk about. So that's one thing I won't. I'm transparent about YouTube and Twitch, but personal life, sure you guys understand. So there's always a possibility of that. And of course, if I were to become a full-time streamer, I can upgrade better sound quality, which I'm already thinking of doing right now, at least getting some sound foams, some dampening foams here in the room. Not anything super high quality, but enough that it'll be a little bit better, so I'm not as echoey. Much better quality in terms of what you'll hear from me. As well as, of course, if anyone happens to come home early or one of the kiddos decides to wake up a little bit early, hopefully I can hear them before you guys do. And that way it's easier for me to just get up and go, you know, if I need to, without having to suffer, you know, sound quality for whatever game I'm playing. So it'd be a lot better. And of course, I would absolutely pay for business class internet because it would be a business, is technically a business I'm running. So I would get the better internet, which I've already started looking at just in case. I kind of thinking of testing it out anyways, seeing how well it works with higher quality internet. Because the only thing is, as y'all may have seen, and where's this going to get into the cons right now. Currently, the videos aren't super high quality, at least to me. I know some of you have said, hey, it looks fine, or it looks great. Even my wife has said, hey, it looks fine. It doesn't look super bad or anything. Yes, but I want quality. I'm used to YouTube videos where I do everything I can to make them as high quality as I can, as possible as well, but also making them convenient. I could make every single video in fraps, so it's the absolute best quality ever. Problem is, the upload and rendering on that will take freaking forever. A 20-minute video would be like a 4 or 5 hour ordeal just to upload, and that's insane. Where recording with OBS, for example, for Atlas Reactor, bam, it's uploaded in like 30-40 minutes after I'm done. So but anyways, so currently it's a lower quality. It's just the internet that's causing that. My system is perfectly fine. Matter of fact, the quality got better since I upgraded my computer, or actually built a brand new computer. So the quality is actually a lot better than what it was last month when I was doing this, or even last week. So I'm very happy about that, but the internet's the only problem. So that's giving us currently lower quality. Currently, as well as I said this, and I already explained this earlier because of August, super restricted time frames, and that's going to become more restricted during the summer when my son's off school. But when he's back in school, I can commit more to it. So, I mean, not a lot of you are up. I have some viewers here who are still going to school, whether that be middle, high, or college here. I'm not going to say what for some of the viewers. I know quite a few of you are in school, and I recognize that. That's why Twitch would necessarily work out the best, because the only times I can stream with mic, and I should have put this in here, would be during the very early mornings. For me, it's 7:30 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. in Central Time at the very earliest and latest that I can stream. Obviously, I've been doing 8 to 10 lately, just to make sure I can get in everything that I can. Make sure my son the baby eats breakfast and whatnot. Make sure my son is getting to school, he's dressed, he's eating breakfast and whatnot, he's good and taken care of. And then, of course, I get off right before he gets home. So, that means that time that I can record is super restricted. When they go to bed, I can stream as well, which it would be guaranteed at 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. until 12 a.m. until midnight. Another 2 hours, I know. Now, of course, at the earliest, it could be like 8:45 p.m. and at the latest 2 a.m. And I know that's a longer time, but again, not everyone's awake that late. Not everyone wants to be awake that late, you know. So it's a little bit more difficult as well. Primetime streaming is usually in the afternoon. I believe 6 p.m., 5 to 6 are the peak points for Twitch. I'm not entirely sure. Someone can probably correct me on that. Yeah, because of those restricted time frames, there's no guaranteed schedule, just what I can do. Just me saying, hey, this is the schedule that I have, but I can't promise you that I'm going to meet it, you know? And of course, very long time before quality improvements would kick in, as I said. August would be the more consistent streaming time. It'll be a while before I could ever afford business class internet. Although I really want to give it a try for at least a month or two. And yeah, I mean, you know, just it's a lot of work for Twitch if I were to become a full-time Twitch streamer. Yeah. So that's it as far as Twitch goes. Anyone wants to correct me on other stuff, like ad stuff, like what's the benefit to you? And that's a question for both of these. What's out of Twitch and YouTube, what benefits you more? If you want to list both, that's fine. And then what's a con for you? What do you not like about Twitch? What do you not like about YouTube? What do you not? You could say what you don't like specifically what I do for Twitch or YouTube. Let me know. And I mean, I get everything that I can do as far as making quality for you guys is from the comments, from messages on Twitter, from messages in my Twitter DMs, from emails that I randomly get from two guys who keep emailing me. Or girls. I'm not sure if you guys are girls. I apologize. But let's move to YouTube. Speaking of, so YouTube, the obvious first and foremost, and without a doubt, a very big contender for why YouTube is preferred over Twitch. Better quality, video and sound. It's much easier to just record based off YouTube and then just give the sound, separate those. A lot of the times I try to, if the game will let me, have my mouse outside. And this is going into editing skills, by the way, guys. So tips for anyone who wants to be YouTube and you're trying to edit on the fly. For OBS, I usually try to record games in windowed mode, and then I try to capture the screen specifically for that. So that way if I have to alt tab or if I have to turn up the volume for Windows itself, then you don't actually see that on screen. Now, there's also times where if it'll let me, because it's a Windows mode, if I can play with a controller, then I can have my mouse hover outside above the desktop audio for OBS. Sometimes I can just move my mouse out there if I hide capture cursor, for example, and then I can turn up the audio during VO lines or something, and then I can turn it down back when it's to me talking. And again, just better quality all around for YouTube. Easier to do giveaways for me. I think that's easier for YouTube than Twitch, specifically because of my times. Now, the one thing I forgot to mention about Twitch is I could do no mic streams, but I always feel bad about that. And I think I've been told by a couple of you guys that you don't mind me doing streams without mics. But that was like, I think a couple months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, that I asked that question. And I was at a much smaller. It always feels weird saying this to me, guys, and I promise it really does feel weird because it's weird saying this, what I'm about to say. But my community here on our channel was much smaller. Like, our community here was not as active, not as big. Now we have, I believe, quite a handful of guys who are active on every single video, and I thank you guys so much. I love chatting with you guys. I love commenting. I love seeing your comments. It is so great seeing how much you guys are actually invested in me, how much you give your time. And I say this every single time. It's so amazing when you do this to any streamer or YouTuber, not just me, just anybody. You're giving them a portion of your time, a portion of your day to enjoy content that they made. And that just makes us all the more happier and all the more better to want to provide you with more quality content, with the content that you want to see. Sorry, so kind of went on the tangent there. But anyways, giveaways. Giveaways are much easier on YouTube than it is for Twitch right now, since I can't do giveaways ahead of time. Be in the morning or at night. No one wants to stay up late. No one wants to get up early, super early for a giveaway. So on YouTube, it's just comment away and doing that. I believe at the time of this recording as well, I'm going to be giving out my Kaigen skins. So check out for your YouTube comments. I meant to do it last week, but I just got slammed with busy stuff and I haven't had a chance to go through winners and whatnot. So at the time of this video, I should have already gotten that picked out. And if I haven't commented on your winning comment just yet, I will around the time of this video launch pretty much. So bells, and this goes into the next one kind of awkwardly. Bell notifications and subscribing notifications are much easier on YouTube than Twitch, in my opinion. Unless you have the Twitch app to get absolute notification every time your streamer goes live. The best you guys maybe email. Not everyone has a Twitch app, believe it or not. Where most people in the world have the YouTube app, right? Versus Twitch app. And again, this is in my opinion. I have no hard data to back this up. I could be completely wrong and horrible. But from my point of view, from what I've seen from others on Reddit, other forums, YouTube forum, Twitch forums, even the Twitch blog, it seems like it's much easier to get notifications from YouTube because everyone has the YouTube app versus Twitch because not everyone has a Twitch app, and not even that, not everyone would enable notifications for the Twitch app, especially if you have multiple streamers that you're following. It's not a lot of people, they just turn off alerts instead of going through every single one doing specific. I want alert from this guy, not this one, not this one, this one, not this one, not this one, not this one. So for YouTube, subscribing, of course, you subscribe to every channel. Then you have specific bell notifications, which is about the same thing as Twitch. The difference is the bell notifications are right there. It's a lot easier to do than it is for Twitch's, or going through Twitch, the whole app. And anyways, it just that's what the common common vocal is about there. So let me know what you guys think. I'm curious because it seems like in my eyes, from what I've read, YouTube is a lot easier with that than Twitch is. And of course, interaction. I interact with most of you guys' comments, even if it's just a like or smiley. I'm not sure if you guys can get notifications or if you know when I'm the one that likes your video. But I decided that I'm going to start doing highlighted comments probably a day or two after the video is released. Any comment that I just happen to like or whatever, I can highlight. That way it'll always be at the top of the video comment section. So everyone who comes to the comments can see that one right up front. Just thought about doing it as a little like, hey, I really like this one, or yeah, that's a good point, or anything that's important. So that's something that I want to do. Now, getting to the cons, this is pretty obvious for stuff that I've already talked about. Running and uploading can take forever if I'm doing a Fraps high quality video. If I'm doing any kind of edited video, that can take forever. Now, that's something YouTube has over Twitch also that I did not put in here as well. I can make super high quality edited videos like the tips videos, you know, those montage videos. Can't do that on Twitch, obviously. I would have to stream on Twitch and then record the stream and then get it out. Or I could probably record while I'm streaming without take away resources from what I'm already doing just to stream. You know, I stream when nobody's here except for me and the baby, basically, or at night when everyone's asleep. So no one's using internet, no one's using jack. It's just me. So yeah, rendering and uploading can take forever, but again, benefit of YouTube is having those edits. Pre-recording, recording in advance. That's when, for example, the Battle Right series going on right now, guys. All of this up until I think May, in the middle of May, all of that was recorded 2 weeks ago. Back when I recorded Ashka. Yeah, that video that Ashka came out on, I record from whenever you guys saw that, whenever that was released on YouTube, about 5 days prior is when I recorded him and the rest of the Battle Right heroes. So the content's coming out late. For example, I got the notification. I just happened to see it on their YouTube as well. But I think it was Brandon who commented and said, hey, they're actually teasing a new map here. And I was like, yeah, but you won't hear me say that in the next few videos because I already recorded all that in one day because I had to. It's the only way to make sure that I have content on the days that I want to have content. And the only way I can make sure that you guys can have a consistent steady stream of Battle Right videos because you really wanted it. The only reason why I don't do that with Atlas is because they patch it every 2 weeks. So that's a different matter. That's a whole nother matter. But I have recorded Atlas up to 2 weeks. I don't think I've gone longer than that. Up to 2 weeks. So so not as up-to-date content with that, and of course not as interactive with Twitch. If you wanna, you can't just interact with me live on YouTube. Sometimes I'll reply right away because I just happen to be on my phone or whatever, and a little pop-up notification will come up on my creator app. But that's not all the time, obviously. We're on Twitch. I could be streaming. You come in and say hi, or what was that word? Gubri Guga, whatever it was when we were streaming on YouTube. That was weird. But that's it, guys. I just want to get your opinion on that. A little bit longer video than I meant it to be. I really wanted this one to be like an 8-minute video, but it wasn't. I talked a lot more. Hopefully you got the gist of what I'm trying to say here, and you know, comment below. Let me know what you like, what you don't, what you like about Twitch, what you like about YouTube, and what do you not like about Twitch or YouTube. And it may not. You can post just the platform that you don't like, or both, or just what you don't like about what I do on Twitch or YouTube right now. But this is something that I have such a passion for, guys. Like I said, my earliest videos were just for my son and my wife because I was working so much and I wanted to give them something because I came home late and I couldn't just go to bed right away. I'm just wired like that. Insomnia is crazy. That I came home and I just record content for them to watch. And I've said this quite a few times. And for up until December of last year, well, maybe not fair, maybe November, I'm not sure, about 90% of my videos were having 0 to 5 views. And as I said, most of those 5 views were me rewatching it, or my son's watching it on TV, on the Xbox or whatever, or my wife watching it, or me watching my wife play. The only videos I actually got outside viewers were actually P. Kitty playing PVZ, which that series is hopefully returning at some point. I can't. We had it planned and everything, and then she got the flu and it got horrible. But anyways, That was the only videos that got any views, and even then, that was maybe 30, 40 at the most. Uh, it was hard, you know, for a while with people who would randomly come in, because there would be some randoms about once every 2 months or so over the course of 3 years of people saying, why don't you give up? Why are you still making videos? Why do you have 800 videos or 700 videos without any views or with less than 10 views or whatever? And it'd be hard to answer them back. I mean, my answer is and always will be because I have a passion for this. This is what I love doing. It feels good. It feels so satisfying in my head to make content. But it's hard to say that to someone over text, over the internet, because they don't want to believe it. You know, there has to be something else. You're trying to get rich. You're trying to become like so-and-so. You know, you make jokes that sound like so-and-so. Okay, well, I'm on YouTube and Twitch. That means I also watch YouTube and Twitch. I have my favorite YouTubers. I have my favorite Twitch streamers. I've even said a few. For example, Jesse Cox, one of my by far favorite YouTube series of YouTubers. Matter of fact, he's doing the Scary Game Squad for Outlast 2. I highly recommend you go watch it. That is amazing. I love that series. Total Biscuits, one I like to watch his videos and stream. Dodgers, one I like to watch stream. Like all of them over in TGS, Polaris, whatever. Of course, there's outside ones that I like to watch too. There's a couple guys I like to watch that were really popular, and suddenly they're not because issues. I'm not going to say their names. They made good content. Now they don't because reasons, whatever. Yeah, so I wish you guys would understand how much passion I have. I love making content. I could make 0 cents and I'm still going to do this. I told you guys, if I have to get a full-time job, if it comes down to that, and I have maybe a couple hours in a week to make videos, I'll make a couple hours of videos, worth of videos. Now, of course, I mean, I'd only come out with like maybe 3 or 4 videos a week. Likely 2 or 3 now that I think about it. Likely around 3 videos a week instead of this whole daily videos plus 2 or 3 extra videos on some days randomly. It wouldn't be like that anymore. But if I have to, I have to. But I'm not going to stop creating content. Twitch is something that I've just thrown up in the air just because you guys seem to like it lately, especially since I'm doing this whole week of streaming. But I can't stop making content. It's something that I like to do. I love it. It's a passion of mine. It's an actual passion of mine, and I'm gonna keep doing it. As it is, I may have a job in doing it pretty soon here. But until it's weird because I don't want to say who and I don't want to say what because they haven't offered me. I haven't actually. So they offered me a job, but they haven't contacted me back. They're like, "Hey, we want you." Like they literally legit said, "We want you to make videos for so and so for X reasons." I'm not gonna say what, but that's it. It just stops. Like it doesn't still stop. That's not the message. It's just I sent them my reply. Haven't heard anything back yet. But they did say specifically they wanted me for this. So it's just a matter of waiting at that point. But anyways, this is already way too long. 23 minutes. Woo, I said goodbye like 5 minutes ago. Anyways, goodbye guys. Comment below. Share this video if you can, of course. I've never wanted to keep saying share the video because I always think that you should only share it if you feel the passion. If you feel the urge like, wow, this is so good. I want to share this on Facebook. I want to share this on Twitter or whatever. Then great. But for a lot of YouTubers who are currently making content, who are a little bit bigger than me, who are already in the thousands, but not tens of thousands, they've contacted me. I've had lots of networks contact me. So many multi-networks channels contacted me. If any of you network guys are actually watching and listening to this, I'm not interested. I've already been contacted by a lot of big YouTube networks. And I mean some pretty big ones. Not Polaris level big, for example, like not way up there, but pretty damn close. Let me say that. Like if you go to Social Blade and you look at those like top networks, whatever, within the top 50, I've had those guys contact me. Now, likely for crap deals, I have no idea because we never got that far. But I would always ask them questions. They would shoot me answers back. And I liked it a lot, especially one of them. The latest one who contacted me was super nice. He was super upfront. But overall, I just feel like I want full control of my content. I've heard too many bad stories of networks. Too many YouTubers also do not recommend getting networks. Too many trusted YouTubers that I trust. So That's just how that goes. But anyways, goodbye, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm cutting this off at 25 minutes. It's not going any further. I love you guys. See you later.